topic of divorce is mostly never a pleasant one. You get married and expect the fairy tale love and happiness to last forever, and sometimes it does, other times it doesn't. For those in Hollywood or a person with celebrity status, divorce is extra complicated because it happens in the public eye and usually involves unwanted remarks from the public too. But not only are divorces painful, they can also be very long and very financially draining, especially for high-profile and celebrity couples. While Steve Harvey's current marriage to Marjorie Harvey is still going strong according to their recent social media posts, negating the infidelity and divorce rumors, he did experience a hellish divorce at the end of his second marriage. In this video, we'll look at the details of Steve Harvey's second divorce, as well as 10 other crazy celebrity divorce settlements you likely don't know about. Steve Harvey's high-stakes divorce battle. Just in case you didn't already know, Steve Harvey is the popular actor, comedian, author, and TV show host known for his book, Think Like a Man. Before getting married to his now wife, Marjorie Harvey, of 16 years, he was married to Mary Shackledord for 9 years, 1996 to 2005. Steve and Mary had a very public divorce which started in 2005, where Mary alleged emotional distress, child endangerment, and soul murder. While the term soul murder is not commonly used in legal proceedings, it became a central point of discussion in their case. And after battling for a year, the couple reached an agreement in 2006, when the divorce was finalized. According to reports, Harvey was required to pay Shackelford $20 million as part of their settlement. This sum was composed of $10 million in cash, 4 properties, and $40,000 per month in spousal support for a limited time, leaving Harvey with a significant dent in his bank account. This divorce proceeding was so publicized then, not just because of the intense allegations and legal battles, but also because of the exorbitant financial terms. Cases like Steve Harvey's are quite popular, especially amongst high-profile couples and celebrities. Now let's take a look at 10 other crazy divorce settlements that captured the world's attention. 10 crazy celebrity divorce settlements. Mary J. Blige and Kendu Isaacs. Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip-hop, soul, and R&B as she's known, was married to her then-manager and TV producer Kendu Isaacs from 2003 to 2016. With Blige filing for divorce from Isaacs in July 2016, citing irreconcilable differences as her reason. Following this filing was a long legal battle where Blige also accused Isaacs of infidelity and spending her money on his mistresses. A settlement was eventually made, with Blige paying her ex-husband $30,000 monthly in alimony, his legal fees of $100,000, and $135,000 retroactively back to September 1, 2016. In her 2022 album titled Good Morning Gorgeous, she has a song called Rent Money, which she says is a detailed description of her divorce experience and how paying alimony left her broke, that she had to go on tour to make money for the alimony. Mel Gibson and Robin Moore. This is one of the most expensive divorce settlements in Hollywood history, which caused actor and director Mel Gibson half of his then $850 million worth. The couple, who were married for 26 years, had a bitter split in 2009 when Moore, a dental nurse, filed for divorce from the Hollywood star. Because the two had no prenuptial agreement before their marriage, Moore was entitled to not just half, $425 million of everything Gibson had. She's also entitled to half of any film residuals Gibson receives for the rest of his life. Talk about crazy. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Depp and Heard have had one of the most public and heated divorce battles of recent times. This bitter divorce battle, which included allegations of abuse, also caused long social media debates and even saw members of the public as well as other celebrities take sides. At the end of this legal battle, Heard was awarded a $7 million settlement, which she pledged to donate to charity. The settlement, combined with legal fees, had a financial impact on Depp, contributing to his own legal and financial difficulties. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. After being married for all of 25 years, 1986 to 2011, Maria Shriver filed for divorce from then-husband Arnold Schwarzenegger, citing his infidelity with their former housekeeper Mildred Baena and their love child named Joseph as her reason. The divorce process between both Hollywood stars is one of the longest, lasting a full decade. At the end of it, the settlement they came to agreed that Maria would receive 50% of Arnold's Screen Actors Guild, producer's pension plan. In addition, Maria is entitled to half of the money Arnold earned throughout their marriage. This has been estimated to be anywhere from $250 to $375 million. Neil Diamond and Marcia Murphy. This was singer, songwriter, and Grammy winner Neil Diamond's second marriage and divorce, which caused him $150 million in settlements. Diamond and Murphy got married in 1969, the year his first divorce was finalized, and remained married until 1995, 25 years later, when Murphy filed for a divorce. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Diamond revealed that he blamed himself for the issues they had in their marriage, a lack of attention. He referred to Murphy as his support and his rock, who he could always return to during their marriage. And while the superstar had several regrets about their marriage, the whopping $150 million settlement isn't one of them. According to him, she's worth every penny. Adele and Simon Konecki. The Hello singer and ex-husband, a charity CEO, were married for 3 years, 2016 to 2019, after being together for 8 years before that. The proceedings of this divorce were mostly very private, with everyone involved having to sign an NDA. The only detail publicly shared was that the couple had no prenup, meaning he stood a high chance of leaving with half her earnings, about $180 million at the time. But after a 2-year legal back and forth, the divorce was finalized in March of 2021. With reports claiming Adele paid Konecki a settlement of $140 million and $0 in spousal support. Madonna and Guy Ritchie, the former lovebirds, met in 1999, fell in love, and were married a year later. They share 2 sons, Rocco and David, together. But this love, which Madonna described as flawless, saw its end in 2008, when Madonna officially paid Ritchie a settlement of $75 million, as well as a division of property, as confirmed by the singer's rep. Steven Spielberg and Amy Irving. This was the most expensive Hollywood divorce for a while, until Mel Gibson and Robin Moore. Spielberg and Irving, who met in 1975, dated off and on, and then got married in 1985 in a private wedding ceremony. During this private wedding ceremony, they drew up a prenup on the back of a cocktail napkin. In 1989, when the couple made the decision to divorce, you'll think the prenup will hold up in court, right? Well, wrong. Irving argued that they had had no lawyers present at the cocktail napkin agreement signing, and thus that couldn't be considered a legal document. The court ruled in her favor, ordering Spielberg to pay her half of all his earnings during their 4 years together. A whopping $100 million settlement. Michael Jordan and Juanita Vinoy, also one of the costliest celebrity divorce settlements at $168 million, despite a prenup being in place. The basketballer and ex-wife Juanita were married for 17 years before she initially filed for divorce in 2002. This was resolved, until 4 years later when she refiled for a divorce, citing irreconcilable differences as her reason. At the time, this accounted for nearly half of Jordan's net worth of $350 million. The basketball star is now remarried and with an interesting and very expensive prenup stating that should he and current wife Yvette Prieto get divorced, she gets $1 million USD for every year they were married, an amount which will increase to $5 million a year after a decade of marriage. I sure hope this marriage lasts forever. Paul McCartney and Heather Mills. Beatles legend Paul McCartney's divorce from Heather Mills in 2008 had a settlement estimated at around $48.7 million, along with assets including properties and artworks. Mills had initially appealed for a $250 million settlement from the musician's $1.6 billion fortune. But the judge refused this, stating McCartney was only worth $800 million. In addition, the Beatles star has to pay $70,000 a year in alimony for the daughter they share, as well as her school and nanny fees. Asides being heartbreaking, Hollywood divorces are also evidently expensive, leaving some broke, heavily financially impacted, with some going on for long periods of time. And I wish a prenup made things easier, but as we can see, even in cases like Michael Jordan's, a prenup may still not be able to soften the settlement. Know of any crazy celebrity divorce settlement? Share with us.